find the grade of the road. So you have a road, and you have a car traveling up the road. And you want to know how steep is that road. What is the slope of the road? So you need to know your slope is going to be your change in your y's divided by your change in your x's. So that is going to be your rise over your run. So looking at our picture here, how much does the car rise into the air? 16 feet. So my slope is going to be 16 over, how far does it run? 100. Now for the grade of a road, it is written as a percent. So we want to turn this into a decimal, and then we want to turn that into a percent. So as a decimal, that is 0.16. Turn it into a percent, 16%. This is important to certain people because truck drivers need to know how steep the road is so that they know if they can get their truck up that road or not. There are several hills right here in our city that truck drivers cannot travel because the road is too steep. And if you go out to the west, to the mountains, or the east to the mountains, there are a lot of roads that those truckers cannot travel because the grade of the road is too steep. Here we're being asked to find the grade of a road, grade of actually a railroad track in this situation, in Japan, that has a rise of 2,580 meters and a run of 6,450 meters. So I identify my rise, and I identify my run. I look up my equation, y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Notice I'm still using that same equation. I'm writing it down just so I can remember it, something you guys need to do. I memorized it a long time ago. So this is going to be my rise, my y's, how far up and down it goes, rise, divided by my change in x's is my run. So now that I know my equation, I just plug my numbers in, grab my calculator, and work it out. Slope is, rise is 2580 over my run is 6450. They both have the same unit, so I'm allowed to work it out. Grab my calculator, type it in. 2580 divide by 6450 equals 0.4. Now, because we're talking about the grade of the road, we have to turn that decimal number into a percent. So I pick up my decimal point, move it 2 places, add my 0 in there, and I get my grade is 40%. Another important thing for the grade of a road, why we need to know it, well, we don't need to, but it's enjoyable when we experience it. When you're on a roller coaster, you have that slow chug going up the hill. And those roller coasters need to be able to make it up that hill. You can't have it too steep, or the roller coaster just won't make it. And you don't want it too shallow, because then it's just no fun. And then once we get up to the top of that hill, we then go down the hill, and we want that to be a little steeper. So the rise as you're going up the hill needs to be at least so shallow so that the cars can make it up that hill. And then when we go down the hill, we want it to be as steep as we're allowed to have it. Something that you guys may not know, we had an instructor here, Thomas Stark, at our college, who used to go around from amusement park to amusement park, and he would help them design their rides. And he is still around, and I was honored to have gotten to know him because he was a great instructor.